first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stevenson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago when they went over Washington.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Rams have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Huntley. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down to the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They run once more with Stevenson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He was taken down by
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jabari Zuniga in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott off play action. This is caught by Hilton. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On play action, Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting and said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Marr able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Pollard. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Prescott from the gun. Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down picked up by T.Y. Hilton. Now in his 11th season, you have to wonder if we're seeing the finale of a decorated career. 4 Pro Bowls to his credit. He still believes he has a big year left.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Huntley. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Quick throw here to Hilton. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third long play as we get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Huntley to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The throw over the middle, taken in. No gain on the play. And then it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 24, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll run left with Potter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Here's Huntley.
Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Huntley.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Huntley looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things going to get more interesting here in this 4th. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. The first down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in for the big play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Huntley. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pollard going to try the right side. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Prescott to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good if we saw the result. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 74 yards rushing for into the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Huntley gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Huntley. Got Stevenson again. Back-to-back plays.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw, Huntley.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.